Hey guys, and welcome to Faith Works Designs. I'm Faith, and if you haven't seen it yet, there's a new pattern by Faith Works Designs called the Vegvisir. Now, we had a couple of options because I've been doing everything in threes. I don't know if you guys have noticed that or not. But I wanted to make sure that you guys had some options so that you could do the sewing panels yourself, not having to have them designed by someone else, but you could actually create your own designs on your bag to make it look even cooler. And two of those designs were the donut and the circle house. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how to put them together. Just in case you had any questions and you weren't quite sure on how to put them together, there were kind of quick instructions in the instructions, but I just wanted to visibly show you guys how they were done. So let's get started. Alright, so the very first thing you're going to want to do is go to your Cricut and cut out your icing with all of the holes. Now I went ahead and took a lighter from the back side and burnt the center and then burnt around the edges. It's going to be too hard to get these little teeny tiny pieces. And be careful when you're burning the edges so that it won't fray. If you get too close, you could kind of get some soot on the front of your stuff. Ask me how I know. So just be careful. The next thing that you're going to need to do is you need 19 of your sprinkles. Should have made it even 20, but that's okay. So what I did was I went and cut up a bunch of pieces of scrap vinyl that I had just kind of laying around, and I cut them 3/4 of an inch by an inch. So an inch wide by 3/4 long. Alright, next thing that I did was I turned this over and I added a bunch of double-sided tape right beside each little sprinkle, so that it'll hold that sprinkle in place. And you can kind of see right here, you see that little soot? I got a little too close with my lighter, so just be careful. Alright, start on one end of your icing and then just kind of add your sprinkles. So I've got mine kind of in an order. I'm going to try and stay in that order. 6 seems to be a good number of colors. It's up to you. You just want to make sure that when you're putting it on, that at least, you can probably feel it with your fingers, at least 1/8 of an inch is on this side all the way around, so that when we top stitch this, it will catch all of that piece that you put on back here. So go ahead and just put all of your little pieces. Alright, now you've got all your sprinkles. What you're going to need to do is you're going to grab your main donut panel, and we're going to add some double-sided tape so that we can go ahead and put it in the center of our main panel. You're just going to want to center it as best you can so that it looks centered to you. Then what we're going to do is go to the sewing machine and we're going to stitch around each of our little sprinkles. All 19 of them. Alright, so I'm just 1/8 of an inch all the way around each sprinkle with a 4-stitch length. Alright, so all of my sprinkles are all top stitched on. The next thing that I did is I went and I grabbed some fleece because I don't have any foam. I thought I had just enough for this and I don't. But I went ahead and grabbed 2 things of fleece so that I could get at least a little bit of poof. If I could, I would use foam. I really think it gives an extra poofy, just makes it poofier. Just take my word for it, it makes it poofier. Alright, what we're going to do is we're going to go around the center and then around the outside of the icing, and then I'm going to base stitch the edges just so that everything will just kind of hold together. Alright, so there it is. Now you just need to do that all over again and then put your bag together just like you did with everything else in the pattern. I just wanted to show you guys how we did the reverse applique for all of the sprinkles and everything else. Alright, so we've got all of our pieces for our Hobbit Hole. How do we assemble? go ahead and first thing, you're going to need to add double-sided tape to all of the pieces, even the teeniest of tiniest little pieces. I put some very tiny double-sided tape on my windows. What you're going to do is you're going to grab your main panel, and then the next bigger panel that has the cutout, the center cutout, we're going to remove the paper from that cutout and try and line it up as best you can. Alright, so just like that. Let's do the door first. Okay, so I'm going to start right in the center and place the piece that looks like it would have the door. I wish I had some gold so that I could put it behind there so that it would look like it was a little door handle. You know what I mean? Alright, so place that in the very, very center. Then I'm going to go from side to side to side. They should be 1/4 of an inch in between each piece. And you can measure it out with a ruler, or you can eyeball it. Okay, just like that. And you're going to have about 1/4 of an inch around the edges. So around the tops and the bottoms, so 1/4 of an inch all the way around. Alright, and then just keep going, adding your pieces until you've got your door. Okay, I feel like my left side is much better than my right side, but that's okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the paper off of our windows. Or all of the tape, one of the two. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to make sure that there's about 1/4 of an inch from this edge. I'm going to put that there. Then I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to kind of make sure that these are even, because I don't want them to be lopsided. So right about where the top of this one, you want the top of your window. Well, I did that great. Okay. So you're going to have your window about right where that top is, so that they're together, and then about 1/4 of an inch or so right here in between the light green and the window. Alright, we are not going to be putting in the brick just yet. There are reasons. So you need to take this to your sewing machine. What we're going to do is we're going to go around each of these pieces. Then we're going to go around this green bit. Actually, I'll probably do this first. Go around the green bit, and then we're going to go just in a circle around the window. I'm not going to do the little window panes because they're just too small to do, so I'm just going to go around it, and that'll be fine. And then if you want to, go ahead and do the outer edge all the way around. So let's go do that. So I have got a 4 stitch length, and I'm going around 1/8 of an inch around all of my pieces. Alright, so that's all done. Next thing we got to do is we got to add our little brick walkway thing. That's what I saw in my head when I was making this, was like a little walkway. So we're going to line it up with the bottom, and we're going to get it as centered as we can, like that. You're going to take it to your sewing machine and then just top stitch it on. Still got a 4-stitch length, and I'm just going around it. Alright guys, so that is the Hobbit Hole and the donut. Alright guys, I know it was a quick video, but again, I just wanted to show you guys how they were constructed. That way, if you had any questions at all, hopefully they got answered. If they didn't, leave a question in the comment down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, or if you want to subscribe so that you don't miss the next patterns that are coming out. I'm super excited about it because my pattern testers are driving me crazy, and I think it's going to be amazing, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section down below. I do check those daily. Thanks again for joining us on Faith Works Designs. Bye guys.